Planet Vero Studio is powered by the Nolan Group of eXp Realty. MyNextHomeFinder.com.
Treasure Coast Connector. Connecting residents and businesses of the Treasure Coast. And here's your host, Ellen Contreras.
Well, welcome to Treasure Coast Connector. I'm your host, Ellen Contreras. My company by the same name is one of the show's sponsors, and we help business owners to create awareness of their products and services in the marketplace through lead generation, social media marketing, websites, video production, PR, articles in the news, advertising. All of the details are on the website, www.tcconnector.com, or call 772-925-4557. Treasure Coast Connector, the show, puts a spotlight on local business owners because everyone has an interesting story of why they do what they do. When we learn about them and do business locally, it strengthens our local economy. So who doesn't love a delicious cocktail or an ice-cold glass of beer at the end of a long workday or on the weekends with friends? Why don't you try pairing that with an amazing pizza that rivals the local Italian pizzerias? Yes, I said that. And also, they are known for amazing Bloody Marys that you customize with delectable treats, and that is on Sundays. Do you like bingo? This place has it. How about live music? They've got that too, and much more. Now, I've kept you in suspense long enough. The place I'm talking about is Filthy's Fine Cocktails and Beer. They are located on the north side of 16th Street, just east of Old Dixie Highway in Vero Beach, and Angela Novak is here with me to dish on all they have to offer. So welcome to the show.
Hi.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, it's
very excited to be here.
Yes, I'm happy to have you here. And Debbie Goodman-Venturina, let's wave because she's watching this, and she was supposed to be here, but out of an abundance of caution, she couldn't make it. She was going to talk about the networking event.
Yep.
But we're going to talk about you and your place. But before we talk about Filthy's Fine Cocktails and Beer, I would like to know, back in 2008, what drove you and your husband, Nick, to open up a bar?
Well, as a young entrepreneur, not even knowing that we were even entrepreneurs at that time.
Yeah, you were in your early 20s.
Early 20s, like
yeah.
baby face 20s.
Yeah.
Yes, in that phase. But my husband, he always had this dream to open something, and he went on a trip to Costa Rica, and sure enough, he saw a place that was super cool, and it's called Filthy's Bar and Bar. And he's like, if I ever open a bar, it's going to be named Filthy's. They had swings instead of chairs. And, it's just, sometimes you just are traveling and
you're caught up in the moment.
You're caught up in the moment. And you're like, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I was made to do, And so he came home very excited about it. So, but not even that. I mean, like, realistically, it's like we really just wanted a place where we would enjoy going 7 days a week. Yeah. And that's what it's been for the last 14 years. We're there every day, and it has not gotten old yet. So there you go.
I'm glad I know that.
Mission accomplished.
That story. I've been to Costa Rica, so I understand.
Yep.
Like, it's magical, that place.
Yeah. I have never been. I've never been.
Nick, hello, take your wife.
We've been to plenty of other places, believe me. That was like boys' surf trip, so I would have not had a good time. But they enjoyed themselves and came back with some great stories. So that works out.
Very good. So now we understand where the name came from, because, I told you this, when I went there a couple of weeks ago, that driving by when I was new to the area, and I looked over and I said, oh, with the name, it was very intimidating, and it's just delightful. And we're going to get into that in a moment. But so with the name, the funny thing is a few people since then have laughed, and they're like, yeah, it has the name Filthy's, but it is anything but. They said it was spotless. This was a couple of different people, right? At different
Wonderful.
times that
Love
told
it.
me that. Okay.
Love it.
So then my husband and I go in, we meet, Debbie, Dwayne, and Rachel.
And your tiaras. Don't
Yes,
forget
we
about
were-
that.
Of course.
Yes,
'cause
love
you
it. My
must-
husband, you left a mark on his soul with their tiaras.
He came up to the table like, why are you doing that? And I'm like, because we can. It's Sunday, for goodness sakes.
Yep.
So in England, you do not wear a tiara before 6 p.m. I
Oh.
think that's ridiculous. I'm an American.
Yep.
So they laugh at us anyway.
There's
so
no
I'm
rules.
going to wear it on Sunday.
There's no rules.
So I walk in, though, actually before that, when Debbie and I went in there to talk to you about
Mm-hmm.
this event, I looked around and I was like, gosh, be darned. It is actually spotless and it smells really nice. Sometimes people think, and it's really hard,
Mm-hmm.
no matter for some restaurants, and I'm not going to name names, but there's a couple of places that I've been to, in the, I'll just say Treasure Coast area, and it smells like stale beer all the time. They try so hard, but your place doesn't. I don't know what you do.
Let me tell you, our cleaning schedule is rigorous.
Okay.
Rigorous. Yes, we're moving coolers regularly. There's deep cleans every day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Okay.
it's spotless every day after
Yeah.
every shift. If there's a spill, it gets cleaned up. And that is just where our standards lie.
Mhm.
Like that's our personal standards. And that's why
Yes.
we make sure that our staff are staying up on all of that as well.
Yeah.
Because honestly, who wants to sit in a place that smells disgusting?
Yeah.
Not me,
Yeah.
And even with the name Filthies, I
Mhm.
mean, not everything is so literal in life,
Relax, people.
Everybody just relax. It's fine,
Yeah.
I mean, there's plenty of places that, have, I mean, not in general in life, just
Mhm.
things being so literal all the time,
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
let the hair down a little bit. Have some fun with it.
Yeah. So, and when we went for, and I think what we'll do is we'll talk about the Sunday brunch, because normally you're open from 1 p.m. until 2 a.m.
Right. Yep.
That's, 7 days a week, except on Sundays you open up 2 hours early at 11 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And it is for the Sunday brunch. And Mindy is adorable, by the way.
Oh, she is. Yeah.
Hi, Mindy. You're really nice. We had a great, she just made it so much fun for us.
That's
and
awesome. I
she
love
took
that.
good care of us. And so what I loved was the menu. There's an actual...
Yeah. So I don't want to confuse people with calling it brunch, to be completely honest.
I know,
Even though
okay.
it could totally pass for brunch, but, it's definitely not a brunch. We do not have a brunch menu. Sorry, everybody.
Okay.
Pizza, lots
It's
of
a
apps.
Bloody Mary
but
brunch.
Bloody Mary with garnishes that you could potentially not have to make lunch for your husband
Wait.
after drinking a Bloody Mary.
Do you know what happened for me? I
What?
did not eat for the rest of the day. We arrived at noon. We had brunch at noon at your place.
Yep.
We
But there was
ate
pizzas too,
But
right?
that's what we did. We ate appetizers and pizza and all sorts of stuff. God, it was so good. I'm not kidding. It was just so wonderful.
Did you have a meatball?
Yes. Oh my gosh. I had the shrimp, I had bacon, I had olives, I had a meatball, I had the caprese salad.
Love it.
I know Cindy is shaking her head.
Throw a Slim Jim. I think there's, there's definitely chocolate donuts.
Yes.
People laugh at that all the time. They're like, why would you put a chocolate donut in a Bloody Mary? But it's like the savory sweet thing. They're not in the Bloody Mary.
No,
they're
it's
all sticking out.
It's
like a
sticking
bouquet. And it's an edible arrangement, if you will.
Thank you.
With alcohol and tomato juice.
Yes, and so,
Yep.
but then again, you can have a virgin. Bloody Mary.
So you know what? Surprisingly, we have quite a few people that come in
With their
for
kids.
virgin Bloody Marys.
Oh, okay.
Adults.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that just don't drink anymore,
Yeah.
but they still enjoy all the other fun stuff, you
Yeah.
know? And, but we do have some kids as well. People will bring in their kids or family in town. It's kind of like
Yeah.
that. It's on a Sunday. So it's like that fun thing if you have family in town to do before shipping them off.
Yeah.
So then they're here for the weekend and then have a Bloody Mary and all right, see you later.
Yeah.
So it's like, then you see a lot of families.
And it
come in.
was really, really pretty. I liked how it looked. So, and
That's awesome.
I tried to take a picture. My picture did not come out as good. So I saw on your Facebook that Mindy had herself in front, is holding one, and it's a great picture and everything. So I used that.
Awesome. I know which one you're talking about. So that was the crazy one that I just did for funsies. That one is not technically really available, to be completely honest.
Because it had a pretzel in it.
It had 2 pretzels.
Yeah.
There was mozzarella sticks, fish dip. There was pizza. There was all kinds of stuff. Basically, everyone was tagging us on this other Bloody Mary from up north. Okay. And they were doing like filet mignon and like ridiculous, awesome stuff. I say ridiculous, but ridiculously amazing things. Okay. I love those things, so it's fine with me. So we just created this fun thing to just for fun. That's it.
You could drizzle caviar on the shrimp.
We could do anything. Yeah. Stop at the store and get some king crab legs, and we will throw that bad boy in there, no problem.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Why not? I mean, truthfully. So again, life does not have to be serious. Like, let's have fun with it. Yeah.
So that is very true. So that was a lot of fun. And what I'm thinking is, because before I go on to the next subject, I'm looking at the time. I'd rather do the commercial break now so we can dive into the other stuff. So stay tuned, because Angela Novak of Filthy's Fine Cocktails and Beer, we have a lot more to discuss. Stay tuned.
Sell now or sell later? We'll help you decide with a free home evaluation. I'm Chris Nolan with the Nolan Group of eXp Realty. We'll discuss your options, whether to refinance or how much you can get for your home. No commitment necessary. Visit nolanshow.com.
Don't wait till you're in the path of a storm to gather supplies. Visit Sturgis Lumber and Hardware. Sturgis has everything you need to be prepared. Visit SturgisLumber.com. 4 generations strong. Sturgis Lumber and Hardware. More than just lumber.
Timber! Upgrade your water. Let Affordable Water give you a free, no-obligation quote to replace your equipment. You might even be able to trade in your existing equipment. There's never been a better time to upgrade.
Affordable Water.
Friday night is Summer Fun Night at C.W. Willis. Kids eat free and enjoy a fun summer movie. Yes, kids 10 and under eat free with a purchase of adult meals on Fridays from 4 to 7.
C.W. Willis, what you gonna grill us?
C.W. Willis Family Farms, Oslo Road, Vero Beach.
At Sunshine Furniture, our 35,000 square foot showroom is filled with the largest selection of in-stock coastal furniture on the Treasure Coast. Dining and bedroom sets, occasional tables, sofas, sleeper sofas, love seats, and chairs, including lots of slipcover styles from Universal, Four Seasons, and Capri. We also have a gallery of Tommy Bahama and Lexington furniture with styles designed for a relaxed approach to the finer things in life. Right now, we're having a summer sale with lots of great markdowns, including all pictures, lamps, and accessories half price. Sunshine Furniture, $12.95 US 1 in Vero Beach next to Planet Fitness. Family owned and operated since 1991. Don't forget to visit our outlet and closeout store directly across the street, and visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com.
Sunshine Furniture brightens up your day. Sunshine Furniture, the best in every way. Have a sunshine day. Sunshine.
Well, welcome back to Treasure Coast Connector. I'm your host, Ellen Contreras, and I've been chatting with Angela Novak of Filthy's Fine Cocktails and Beer, and we were talking about all of the wonderful things and the fact that, I mean, people are going to be surprised to hear Ellen over 8. Of course I did. That's just, I mean, you go big or go home. And during the break, we mentioned the pizza. Well, I mentioned the pizza in the very beginning, and that it rivals the local pizzerias. So what a lot of people don't realize, because they don't hear it in my voice, but I'm born and raised New York. I moved here in my 30s. So I can sound like, Marissa Tomei from My Cousin Vinny. I can talk like that. Don't get me.
She's my favorite.
If I get mad, then that's it. It's just over. So your pizza, oh my goodness. So I know we have a lot of people moving into the area. So I'm telling all you New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Metro New Yorkers, you got to go to Filthy's. Because if you don't, can I say stupid on the, I got in trouble, Cindy. This is the first time in over 3 years I said a naughty word that you'd just be silly if you don't go.
Oh no.
Let's just bleep that out.
Bleep.
Yeah, so let's talk about the fact that a lot of people think that you have to go in and sit at a bar and have a drink and have something to eat. But with DoorDash, you get a lot of people calling for your pizzas?
Yeah.
Wow.
Believe it or not, we do. But first of all, let me just say, that is such a compliment about rivals anyone, because we were not, that was not our goal. Our goal was definitely not to rival anyone. It's just to merely help the intoxicated guests we already have. And it just, I mean, that's amazing. That leaves me speechless, honestly, because that's really a nice compliment. And I'm glad you really genuinely did like the pizza. So that's
love
good.
the pizza.
Awesome.
And
that makes me happy.
There are times where I have a craving for pizza and beer. So now I'm sorry, the other places that know me where I go, maybe I'll visit you on every third month, something. No, third week, whatever. But so no, it's wonderful.
Yeah,
so,
that's amazing.
Yeah, and the pretzels. I have to tell you, the soft pretzel. After I moved away from New York, there was nowhere in Florida that when they had a soft pretzel, I was like, this is not a pretzel. This is ridiculous.
Oh, man.
And then your pretzel, I said to my husband, this is a pretzel. And it had brown mustard with it.
Oh, yeah. There's only one way.
Mustard.
There's only one way.
Yeah.
Gotta have brown mustard.
I'm going to make a lot of people angry hearing you, because there's yellow mustard people.
We also have pineapple. Okay. We put pineapple on the pizza all the time, which just offend everybody.
Yes. So another thing I want to talk about is the atmosphere, okay? Because we talked about the cleanliness of the place beforehand, okay? So for those that don't know where Filthy's is located, give everybody the address.
So we're at 1238 16th Street in Vero Beach, and I would totally say right across the street from the radio station. However, they just moved. So moment of silence for them.
Yeah, but
we miss them as neighbors.
Of Dixie Highway.
Yep.
On the north side of 16th Street.
Yeah, exactly. So, or you could say the west side of the railroad tracks on 16th, right?
Okay.
Yeah, right in that vicinity. We're in a gray building. Can't miss us now. Now we have a sign, so that's hooray.
Very good.
That's a fun new little thing that we have going on.
Yeah.
A new sign up and all that fun stuff.
And so when you walk in, okay, I thought initially like that how adorable it was, okay? Because when you walk in to the right, you have this bar that you can totally walk around and sit around.
Yep.
And you have the big screen TVs, and so that's the sports place.
Right.
Yep. Then in the center, there's these high top tables, very comfortable chairs, by the way.
Wonderful.
Okay. And then on the left, there's another bar, and it was like it looks like a trendy, cutesy cocktail bar. Like I want to have a martini.
Absolutely. And you know what? Fun fact, after our trip to New York, we came home and built that bar. Oh. So we got our inspiration from New York. So that's why you love it so much.
Okay, now I understand. So and then there's really cool painting on the walls.
Yeah.
And so it's newly renovated.
We're at the tail end of a reno right now. So I mean, anyone who has been a customer of Filthy's in any amount of time in the last 14 years has known that it has changed a lot. And we change every probably 4 to 5 years, honestly.
And that's fun to do.
We just get bored. Yeah. We're there, you know, just as I mentioned, you know, we want a place where we can go every day. Well, you know what? I'm sick of gray walls today. So we're going to do this, you know, and change it up. And that's exactly what this was. Yeah. This reno, though, meant a lot more just because it's after COVID and just it's been more of a cleansing, you know?
Yeah.
Out with the old, in with the new. And we have the Kraken. So all the cool tentacles and everything spanning through the whole room. Yeah. That's the Kraken. Okay. And it's like a little joke that you're releasing the Kraken, you're releasing the good vibes, the positivity and things like that. So there is a little bit of meaning behind it.
Yeah, but the mural on the wall is beautiful.
Yes.
I thought it was really cool.
So we had someone design it, and then that's actually custom wallpaper that was printed here locally. Yeah, and then
I thought somebody painted that.
You know, that would have taken a long time to paint for sure. And I can't imagine the person
Right.
to paint that.
And so I'm stunned. Okay. So
yeah,
that's
it definitely was a lot easier in that sense, and everything's lettered. So if we ever have an issue down the road, we can always get a panel reprinted and stuff. So it just made more sense for what we were doing. But the other side, which you haven't seen yet, is not yet installed, but we have a whole other design on the other side of the room.
Okay.
And then that fun New York bar you were talking about is all getting a facelift as well. So we have quite a bit of work still yet, but it will be gorgeous when it's all
I thought
done.
it was finished because it actually looks beautiful to me. So,
Beautiful.
Okay.
We wanted to get the main wall for whenever you walk in the door, you have something to look at. And so now that that is up, it definitely feels, feels a lot better, I think, versus whenever we first started doing all of the work, the finish on the walls, everything was very sterile. So now it's coming alive a little bit.
Well, very good. Yeah. Very good. So now with your place, yes, you have live music like Soul Jam, which I think are amazing. So you have a lot of popular acts. You have live music. So, on the weekends, late at night, it's a young vibe. I'm sure young people are enjoying themselves.
It's starting to change.
Really?
It really is.
Okay.
And it surprises me every weekend, honestly.
Okay.
So the last 2 weekends we've had bands in, and this past weekend was Switch and Whiskey, which Switch and Whiskey is like this fantastic band. They have a lot of their own music and people. They have such a good following. And I'm talking, you've got
all
people
ages
that are 70s and 80s, and then you've got people that are in their 20s, and they all love them. And then it was very interesting to see they played 7 to 11, and as soon as they got off stage, we had a DJ.
Okay.
It was interesting to see how many of those folks stayed until we closed.
Wow.
And had a good time on the dance floor.
Yeah.
So it's really starting to transition, which is great because then it just makes everything more dynamic, I think.
Right.
It's when you have one set group of people, then everyone assumes that is
the only type
set.
So
versus having multiple, different generations, people from different backgrounds, then it just becomes like just a meeting place for everyone,
and that's why I wanted you here so that people can understand that, because you have bingo also, which I want to do. I want to give that a try. I haven't played bingo in a long time.
Oh, you need to come. Mondays 5 to 8 every Monday. It's put on by Do You Give a Ruck, which is fantastic for our local veterans. They raise a lot of money for local vets. They do it 3 hours a week. And since they started, they have raised well over $35,000 for local vets. I mean, it is fantastic.
So Mondays 5 to 8.
Yeah.
So very good.
Yeah.
And then so we talked about the brunch. What I want to make sure we don't forget is cocktails and collaborations. So Debbie Goodman Venturina of Your Home Inspections, her website, yourhomeinspections.net. And if you go to yourhomeinspections.net/event, you'll get all the details there. She came up with the name, and she wanted to do something fun and have a networking group. And what we want to do is we only have 2 minutes. I have to talk really fast now. Yes. What we want to do is we want to encourage business owners that normally don't network to come on out. That's why we did it. It'll be the last Thursday of the month. So the first one will be June 30th. From 5:30 to 7. And so what I'm telling business owners, because sometimes they walk in to like a lunch networking and they stand around going, oh, I don't know anybody. They feel a little uncomfortable. So I'm saying, we're doing it in the evening. Bring a significant other, a friend, a coworker, whatever. Just come in with someone else and then just enjoy the time and meet a few people and have some snacks. Pizza. As a matter of fact, business owners, you come on down, you can try the pizza.
There you go.
You're going to have a bunch of New Yorkers going, I heard about this pizza.
I know. Now I'm starting to sweat, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go back in and do retraining with everybody to make sure that everybody's top notch.
It's really, really good. So I'm really grateful that Debbie met you at Collab. The two of you had a chance to talk. We kind of said hi in passing.
Right.
But I'm looking forward to this event very much so. And it's meant for people in the real estate industry. So the realtors, brokers, finance people, title, plumbers, the skilled trades, people that work on houses, people that are buying gifts for the home, all types of businesses. Okay. And so we're going to fill up that place.
Let's do it.
On Thursday, the
Let's do
last
it.
Thursday of the month.
And I'll be there. So if I notice anyone's trying to stay quiet, I'll move them along to go hang out with their people, some new people.
Absolutely. It'll be a lot of fun. And that's why we're calling it Cocktails and Collaborations. But Angela Novak, we're out of time. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
It was a lot of fun. Yeah. And for everybody watching and listening, I hope that you have a wonderful, safe, productive week. Until next week, I miss you already.
That was cute.